Hello, citizens. This is the Drake Cutter, and welcome to Star Citizen Rated. Before we rate, let's discuss the rating system. I like stats. Stats are useful. Here's some right now. But I started this rating system for myself in order to try and answer this one question. What ship provides the best experience in Star Citizen? I love what Star Citizen promises to offer, and I know the gameplay will come, but it's not here yet, and not all ships are made equal. So join me as I try to find the ship or ships that can give the most immersion possible in the current state of the verse. With that in mind, I have broken my review into two main categories: ship model and capabilities. With the ship model, we will rate visual detail, sounds, interactivity, crew accommodations, flight model, and quantum travel. And with capabilities, we will determine what kind of tasks each ship is capable of and to what degree. With all that said, here we go. I already know I like this ship. This is a great ship. It's a good starter ship, but I think just in general, it's a nice ship. We'll get into it, but I think this is going to be a good planet hopper for most people. Alright, so first thing on the list is visual detail. I mean, it looks really good. Even some parts look shiny and kind of buffed, but dirty. I'm really impressed with the graphics of this game. These are the engines. It's not currently in VTOL mode, otherwise these are normally straight up and down, which is pretty cool. Look at the big suckers. Oh, what do we got? What do we got here? What is this? Oh, that's cool. Fuel port. Yeah. Overall, great looking ship. Very industrial. I like it. This is going to be my first review, so I figured doing one on a brand new starter ship, that's a good way to go about it. Okay, let's open her up. Yes. Now that is the sound you'd expect a ship like this to make. That was awesome. It's so visceral. I hope the rest of the ship sounds like that. Of that, racks, place to put gear, physicalized components, interactive panels. What is it? Oh, so you can only open and close. You don't do it from there. You do it right here. This is the button. They do automatically open and close though, so that's kind of nice. And then this will light up in situations where it's an emergency. And then you close right here. And then you can also lock it. Oh, that sounds so good. I'm going to do it one more time and not talk. God, you can hear all the cranking and the hissing from the hydraulics. It's so cool. Okay. And then you turn on light right here. I think I already have the light on. Nope, I didn't. That's very nice. Kind of wish the buttons weren't so small. I feel like I'm trying to snipe a button. You can interact with these, open these up if you wanted to. There's no reason to right now, but it's kind of nice to know it's there. I don't know what that is. Alright, let's open. Let's close. Let's turn on the light. There we go, that's nice. I kind of like that it's a gradual turn on. It's really neat. What is that? I don't know what that is. Okay, and then here's your bathroom. Sink. Where's the light? Come on, light. There we go. Oh, the light even flickers as though it's like fluorescent. It's trying to turn on. There's your toilet, your sink. Whatever. Alright, and you got a bed. That's very important. Oh, you got a light right there. In case you need to read. There you go. Cool. Overhead storage. It doesn't look like it's clickable. What do we got here? Future coffee maker? I don't know. Right here, I imagine storage. Yep. That's cool that it's kind of just like that. Not like every other place. Interesting. Because usually you'll have like racks come out for weapons. But I guess this isn't just for weapons, it's for everything. And so it just opens up your inventory window instead of an actual physical place where you put stuff. That's weird. Okay, moving on. Ah! There we go. Okay. So here's your weapon racks. And let's turn the light in here. I said let's turn on the light in here. There we go. And one thing I'm noticing, like, it's really got some good detail. A little bit of shading problems right there. But overall, I'm really liking the look of everything. I'm not a big fan of all the movement and jostling and the when you get in and out of seats. I'm not a big fan of that. But it is what it is. So the view is pretty nice. I actually like this view. It's decent. It's still kind of industrial, but it's not nearly as bad as Myst. I hate how Myst has their windows. It's so annoying. You can't see anything. It's like permanently looking out of a Boba Fett helmet. That's for gear. That's deploy. I don't even know what that is for. But like, you can't click that. Can't click these. Can't even click this. I mean, keyboard, okay, I wouldn't really expect to click that. Click that. You can click one switch. For these switches, I think you can click 4 of them. You can't click this end one right here. You can click these 4. And then over here, you can't click this stuff. You can click that for, I guess, getting out of your seat. That doesn't make any sense. Well, your seat has to move. Okay, that kind of makes sense. And as we start things up, I want to listen to the sound of the engine. That was delayed. Yeah, I kind of like it. I like the sounds that they have going for this cutter. It's very visceral. Okay, and then you got the 3 MFDs, huh? So stock layout, the top left over here, you got your shield status, then you got your power triangle and your target. I would have liked to see a 4th for like communications. That would have been nice, but not necessary, I guess. And then center console, you've got your radar. Okay. And I guess they're going to be doing overworking all of the MFDs eventually. I don't know what the status is on that. Let's check out the flight model. So we're going to strafe up. Get rid of my gear. Alright, and then there's VTOL. So VTOL is pretty maneuverable. I like it. Alright, let's take a look. Now, I don't want to compare it entirely to something like a interceptor or, those racing ships. I don't want to do that. I do kind of want to compare it to what it maybe should feel like. I think that's the best basis for these kind of videos, these reviews, is what should it feel like. Knowing what kind of vehicle this is. I know it's not supposed to handle like a race car or a race ship. And it's not supposed to handle like a cargo hauler either. I don't know, it feels kind of slow. It feels pretty slow. The yaw is a little iffy. I mean, and this is a moon. This isn't heavy atmosphere. I don't know, it feels a little sluggish for being on a moon. And I'm full throttle, by the way, right now. This is full throttle. Let's get some boost. Yeah, it's slow. The boost sounds a little weird. Sounds like a vacuum cleaner with a hairball. I don't know. The sound of the engines as we're going, it doesn't sound like they're pushing hard. Like right now you can hear them spooling down. But right there they get to like the max power and they don't feel like they're spooling up anymore even though you start going faster. I don't know, that just doesn't seem right to me. Check the exterior sounds. Oh, I like you can actually hear the fire on that. The exterior sounds a little bit better. I don't know, you still got that loud whining though. Doesn't sound that great to me. Okay, let's go into space. God, this game is beautiful, isn't it? I'm blind. Okay. Alright. Once we can start. Alright, there we go. Okay. Now let's see what the sound is like out here. With everything running and kind of no planetary noises, I want to see what the ambiance is like all the way in the back here. It's okay. It's not bad. A little bit of shading issue back there. How come it feels louder up here? Did anyone else notice that? Felt kind of sounds louder up here. Should be louder back there where the engines are. Alright, let's see. Yeah, and you got the same exact noise as if it was in atmosphere. Okay, let's take a look at the speed of it. I don't know, it's a spaceship out in space. Yaw, pitch, roll. They kind of seem okay for what this is. They seem pretty good. I'm okay with that. This is fine, but it's slow. But that's kind of what it is. Let's do a quantum jump. Where do we want to go? The spool. Where is someplace far away, at least a little bit far away? Come on. We'll go to Port Elizar. Why not? No, we won't. Find someplace farther away. Crew L4. We'll do that. Alright. We're not going to go all the way there. We're just going to see what the quantum's like. Alright. So normal spool up kind of looking thing that we're all used to on all the different ships. Yeah. Nothing special. Let's see what the rest of the ship sounds like in quantum. Is that normal, or is it just this that has like a yellow-green tint? I guess that's something. maybe that's the tinted windows back there. It's kind of like a yellow green. Okay. Disregard. Okay, time for a wrap up. So for visual detail, I'm going to give the cutter 5 out of 5. I think it could be the gold standard. Um, I didn't really see much wrong with it. Obviously, everything can be improved, but if it was released with the current visual detail as it is now, I would be happy with it. And then same thing with this sound. I think it's one of the best sounding ships in the game. Very visceral. I loved it. It definitely could immerse me in the verse. And as far as interactivity, I'll give it a 4. Um, it's better than average. You can press quite a bit of buttons, especially turning on lights in the ship and opening doors, locking doors, opening the cargo bay. All those buttons are physicalized. It's great. A lot of the other ships have some work to do to catch up to that. But again, it's not perfect. There's a lot of buttons that you can't press. So I'll give it a 4. As far as crew accommodations, I'll also give that a 4. For a single player starter ship, it's great. It's got everything you need. Even the viewing looks great. I like the seating, even though I don't like the seat animations. So yeah, I'll give that a 4. Flight model. It doesn't really seem very consistent. Like the very light atmosphere on the moon, the rudder was just, or the yaw was just not very realistic in my opinion. I should have been able to turn the ship more. It shouldn't have been bouncing back. There's not that much air resistance on a moon. I don't know what was up with that. It just didn't seem very realistic to me. It seemed like it could have been better. In outer space, though, I thought it was pretty decent. I thought it was acting the way it should, and I was relatively satisfied with that. So I think I'm gonna give it a 3. It's not realistic, but it's not gonna break me out of my immersion. So it could definitely be better. And then quantum travel, it's the same as almost all of the other ships in the verse. I'm gonna give it a 3. It's average, nothing unique about it. For capabilities, so for single player combat, I would not do it. It's possible, sure. Maybe you could do some LRT bounties, but I don't know. I would rate it a 1. Don't get this ship if you're wanting to do single player combat. There's much better ships out there, like even starter ships. For multiplayer combat, 0. It's not a multiplayer ship. For hauling, I'm going to give it a 1. It's possible. It's got a limited amount of cargo space. It's great to start off. Maybe you could run some illegal cargo or illicit cargo that's a little bit more expensive, so you do it in smaller quantities. Maybe that'll be good. Specialties. No, it doesn't have any specialties like mining, racing, refueling, nothing like that. Planet hopping. I'll give it a 4. I really, really like this ship for planet hopping. It's got a huge quantum fuel tank. You can carry inventory items. You could possibly even carry some small vehicles in the back. I'd like to test that out, but I only had this ship for a limited amount of time, so I couldn't test that. But I really like this ship for planet hopping. It's easy to maneuver. Yeah, I think this will be one of the best planet hoppers in the verse for a while. And then for party boat, nope, not capable. So Total, I'll give it a 30. 30 out of 54 is definitely not bad, especially for a starter ship. There's a good chance that you're going to really like this ship, especially being a starter vehicle. If you specifically want combat as a starter vehicle, then you probably better do something else. Otherwise, this is going to be a great ship, and I definitely recommend getting it. I'm going to be getting one soon. And now for the Star Citizen send-off. Am I already dead? Boom! Oh, that's creepy. Looks like a face.